What's going on, guys, and welcome to this video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over pork, how to grill it, some of the different cuts of it, some of the nutritional facts about it, a few other things as well. Before I get into that, I wanted to mention that this video is sponsored by the National Pork Board, so shout out to them, and I want to thank them for giving me this opportunity to create this video. Let's get into it. I have a few different cuts of pork right here. So I have some regular pork chops right here. I have another pork chop, but these ones are a little bit thicker. So this is a regular cut pork chop, and then you have thin cut pork chops, which I did not get, and then you have these thicker cut pork chops, which I will show a little bit more in depth once I get to grilling them. You'll see the difference. And then the last pork chop I have are these bone-in pork chops. So I got 2 cuts of boneless pork chops and then a bone-in pork chop. Nutritionally, they're pretty much the same. Pork is extremely lean. Again, depending on the cut, some of them have a little bit more fat on them than others. So as you'll see here, you can tell that there's a little bit of fat on the edge of that one. The other ones have a little bit less fat. Again, you can cut that off, and it is an extremely lean protein source. When it comes to seasoning, there are tons of marinades and sauces that you could use. You guys know me though, I keep it pretty simple. I like the way that meat tastes when it's just simply seasoned, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of salt. You could use pepper. I'm not gonna use pepper. I'm just gonna salt it up a little bit. Get that pork a little salty. It's gonna be so good. And then at the end, I'll pair it with a couple things. I'll show you just a couple sides that I could pair it with, or I would normally pair it with, and that'll wrap it up. But I am excited to get grilling, so let's head out to the grill. I'm at my sister's house right now. I don't have a grill at my apartment, so they do. So that's why I'm here. I got out the 3 different cuts so you can get a better look at them, and they're all pork chops. So here you have the thick cut, and there is less marbling here. I mean, there's a little fat out here on the outside of it, but I can cut that off. So this is gonna be a leaner cut, it looks like. And then I have the regular cut. There is more marbling on here. You can see the fat kind of in and out through here. So it's gonna be a fattier, but probably tastier cut because of that. And then we have the bone-in here. And again, you can see a little bit of marbling in and out through here, but it's fairly lean. This will probably be the fattier of the pork chops right here, and then leaner. This one's also pretty lean. And I'm just gonna season them lightly with some salt. Now let's take them to the grill. And as the grill is heating up, here is that Weber iGrill 2 meat thermometer that I got. This thing takes all the guesswork out of grilling. It also connects to my phone via Bluetooth, so like I know exactly when the meat is done. Extremely simple to use, and I am pumped to use it. I mean, it's so simple. Like, you just plug it in and it tells you when the meat is done. So here's what comes with it, and let's get to grilling.
And when it comes to grilling time, they will take about 3 to 4 minutes per side. Obviously, depending on the thickness, that will vary a little bit, but that is what I also have that meat thermometer for, and why it's so helpful, because I just plug that in, I insert right into the middle of the meat, and once it's 145 degrees internally, I know the meat is done. It takes all the guesswork out of the grilling process, and I know that I'm gonna have a perfectly cooked pork chop when using the meat thermometer. And once the pork chop is done, all I have to do is let it rest for about 3 minutes, and I'm ready to eat.
The thick one is currently at 89 degrees internally, and the other one's at 132, so it's almost done. The regular cut is at 132 degrees, and the thick one is at 91. And this is gonna be hot, so don't just go trying to pull it out without like something on your fingers. again, a big thank you to the National Pork Board for sponsoring this video and letting me help you guys out. I really appreciate it. And at the very end here in just a few seconds, I would like to show you guys some like complete meals that you could eat with all this delicious pork. So whether it be, some rice on the side, maybe a little side salad, maybe some asparagus, and then give you a little bit of nutritional information. So they're gonna be a few meals put together with some nutrition to help you guys out when deciding what kind of meal do you want to make based on your diet. If you're following a lower fat diet, maybe you want that piece of pork that has less marbling. Maybe if you're having a higher fat diet, you can have that pork that has more marbling. Or, what about your side dish? Things like that. I want to make it easier for you guys, so I'm going to provide just a couple meals with some additional information, and that will wrap up this video. So thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now check out these meals, but I'm out.